Hello friends, welcome to our channel Technical Knowledge. Today we'll see about the topic which is called as VPC peering. Let me give some overview about VPC peering. VPC peering is like site-to-site connection between one private network to another private network. Like you have one office in ABC location and another office in XYZ location. So you want to communicate those two office each other. So those two places are connected with private network, but you want to communicate those two offices. So you will have a connections to those private network through public network. So what will happen? Those two network will communicate each other through public network. Suppose you have a VPN connection in your home and you want to connect with the private network which is in office. So your home will be have some private IP which is coming from the ISP. From ISP you will have one public IP, then it will go to your router. Your router will distribute the private IP. From your private IP you will get a connection to the office private IP through the public network. So in the same way here also VPC will work. VPC will create a one network world, one virtual private network, another virtual private network, but we can communicate if those two network will be different. We are going to see how those two network is going to communicate with the help of VPC peering. So we'll start the session and we'll see the practical. So guys, you can see our dashboard has been loaded. So whenever I use any service, I'll just vanish all the service to not occur any additional charges on unknown charges. So just make a practice, like whenever you are using any service, please vanish it, terminate it on the day itself after the practice, because these are a cloud platform and they are each and every service they are charging. So make sure you should not let it open any services. So it's a good practice also, where every time if you create a new instances or service you will get a habituate. So it's a good practice also. So without wasting a time, we'll go ahead and we'll say some like VPC peering concept. So we have to go to the service and we have to select VPC. So you just see your VPC. So guys, by default you will have one VPC which is already will be there to create an instance, but right now we are not going to, we don't have any relation with the default VPC. We are going to create a one more VPC. So we'll create an click on create VPC. We'll name as a VPC1 and we'll give the IP CIDR block as 10.10.1.0/24. We'll click on create. So our first VPC has been created, which is named as VPC2, and we are going to create uh, another VPC. We'll name as a VPC2, and we are going to give the name IP address as 24. Okay. So the two VPC has been created. So guys, we'll go ahead and we'll create subnets also similarly. So here for one zone, by default Mumbai zone has 3 subnets. So we don't have any relation with this. We'll create subnet VPC1. We'll select VPC1 subnet, VPC1. We'll select zone as 1A, and automatically it will take the CIDR block. Now we'll give the IP address 10.10.1.128/25. We'll click on create, close. Similarly, we'll create one more subnet for subnet 2, subnet VPC 2 will name. Now we accordingly will select VPC 2. Here we'll select the zone as different and the IP will give 10.10.128 dot, sorry, we'll give 2.128 slash 25. We click on create. So up to here our work is done. We have created the two subnet, and now we'll go to the internet gateway. Now we'll go ahead and we'll create the route table for the VPC 1. So similarly we'll click on route, create route table. We'll name as a VPC 1 route table. We'll select here VPC 1 and we'll click on create. Similarly we are going to create the VPC 2 route table. We'll select here VPC 2. We'll click on create. That's all we have created here. Now we'll click on internet gate. We'll go ahead and we'll create internet gateway. So we'll click on create internet gateway. We will name as a VPC 1 internet gateway. Attached to VPC option, here it is showing select a VPC, select VPC 1 attached to the internet gateway. So we have created. Now we have to create one more internet gateway. So click on create internet gateway. Now we will select VPC 2 internet gateway. Create internet gateway. Now action attached to VPC. Now we have to select the VPC 2 attach internet gateway. So now you can see two internet gateway are created. Now again go back to the route table and select on VPC 1 route table. Go to the route table, edit on route, add route 0.0.0 and select the internet gateway and select VPC 1 internet gateway because it's a VPC 1 route table. So save route, close. Similarly go to the VPC route table 2 and here edit route, add route 0.0.0 means all the access. Here also internet gateway, select VPC 2 internet gateway, save routes, close. Similarly we have to associate the subnets also. So now go to the route table 1, VPC 1 route table 1, subnet association, edit subnet, and there by default we have created only one subnet, so we are going to select only one subnet right now. You may go for other classes I have created for one VPC, there is n number of subnets, so make sure which subnet you are going to associate. You can refer my previous classes like VPC, yes, VPC connections and all. So you can see in my previous classes like how VPC creations, subnet creations, gateway, everything is there. So I'll share the link in descriptions. From there you can refer those video descriptions. So right now we are going to select this subnet and we'll click on save. Similarly we'll go for the VPC 2 and edit subnet association. We'll select this, save. So guys, we will go ahead and we will create a EC2 the two instances for different VPCs. So we'll go and we'll click on create instances, running instances. So these all are basic steps. In every practical you require these steps, so it's not a big challenge. And here we have to select command line tool. So I'm looking for the Amazon Linux with command AMD AWS command line tool. So we'll select this one. We'll select the free tier. Next configuration. Coming this part, we have to be little careful. We have to choose the options like VPCs. So we created VPC one, we'll select this and automatic it will take the subnet which is created. So we have only single subnet, it will take the single subnet. Rest no need to do changes if right now, and we will simply click on next. 8 GB the default they will give. Next, add attack, no need. Security settings, we need to take care few things like ICMP for ping. Here we'll give all the access, and again HTTPS if we configure any server, that we can do it later also. It's not a big challenge, but we'll select now itself. And that's all. These two are enough. So we'll click on review and launch. We'll click on launch. So we'll click on key pair 2 and I acknowledge launch stance. So you can see that instance has been loading. Meanwhile, so we'll click on launch instances again and we will select the same, and the settings all will be same. Coming to here we have to select VPC2, and the subnet will have only one, so no need to worry, and the rest of the things let it be. We'll click on next, and here again we need to add the security settings like ICMP to communicate. Anyhow we have to like we have to verify by pinging each other, so it is very mandatory. So add this one in the security settings, and again HTTP if we configure any web server, in the sense Apache server. So click on review and launch. Click on launch again. Let it be the key pair 2, so I acknowledge launch instances, and we'll go further and we'll see. Yes, so instance has been loading. So let me name it as a, guys, better you do give name for not to confuse. VPC1 instances better, and VPC2 instances. So guys, it will be a good habit if you named, so you won't be get confusion. So it's a very good habit. But the thing, now we have created the two instances, but the thing is we have private IP. Private IP, you know, it will communicate only private network, and right now we are in public network, so we require to communicate with those IP. So as I am in remote location, I cannot connect to this network. So for that we have to again uh, go to the VPC setting, and we have to allocate one elastic IP. So we'll go to the services, VPC setting, and there we'll choose elastic IP. We'll simply click on allocate elastic IP address. Allocate. Yes, it is allocated. Now we have to action. It's asking release elastic associate elastic IP. So we'll click on associate elastic IP. Automatic it will ask the where you want to attach. So we'll select on VPC1 first. If it is required, we'll select for the VPC2 also. So it will automatically take the IP address also. We'll click on associate, right? So this is enough guys up to here. Now we'll go to the our instances and we'll see whether we got any IP or not. You can see no IP it is showing. Let us refresh once. So we got one IP and we'll try to connect with that one. We'll click on SSH authentication browse. We'll click keypair 2 as I have selected there. I'll click open. Click on yes EC2 hyphen user. So guys, you can see that it is loaded. EC2 instances has been loaded. Now we'll check one thing like VPC2 peering is pinging or not. So we'll copy this IP and we'll try to ping. It's not pinging. You can see it is not at all pinging, and we'll try to ping google.com. So it is pinging successfully. So it means the server has full internet connections, but it is not able to pinging. Uh, if suppose we were in same two subnets in same VPC, in that scenario, what will happen? Automatically, it will ping whatever the private IP it have in the same VPC. Right now, it is a different VPC, so it is not pinging. So we'll go ahead and we will do the VPC peering. Now we guys will go to the VPC sections. So we'll click on. We'll see where is VPC. Peering connections. So we'll click on peering connections. We'll click on create peering connections. So we'll name as a my VPC peering. We'll select as VPC1 and here it's asking where you want to. We selected VPC, select the local VPC to pair with VPC1 we have selected. Now we have to select the VPC2 where it's going to be connect. So VPC2, right? So now we'll click on create VPC peering. Okay, it has been done. So guys, we have to click on action accept request here. Yes, accepted. Close. Now guys, we'll go to the route table. Here we have to do some changes. Here you have to select VPC1 route table. Go to the route. Click on edit route. Now click on add route. Now give the IP address of VPC2. So if you are confused, you can click on cancel and you can refer here. So the VPC1 IP address is 10.10.1.0 and the VPC2 IP address is 10.10.2.0. So we have to give this IP address in the VPC1. So we'll go ahead and we'll see. So click on edit route and add route. Here you have to give the IP address of VPC2. Okay, here you have to select peering connection. Automatic it will take my VPC peering. Save route. Done. Similarly we have to do for the VPC2 route table. Click on edit route, add route 10.10.1.0. So initially guys, one more thing, just give a small IPs, a small things like here I'm giving 24. You can make it as a 16 also, 25 also. You can change whatever you want, just CIDR block. But initially just start with the basic things so you won't get confused. So so we have given the VPC1 IP address. We'll select here VPC peering connection, my VPC peering, save route. Okay, click on close. That's all. Now guys, we'll go to the our putty sections where we have launched the instances. We have connected the instances through putty. Now we'll go to the EC2 instances. So there is, you can see the VPC2 there is no public IP. So generally without public IP we cannot connect from one. Suppose if we have office ABC location, another office in XYZ location, so you, if you have public connections, there is no requirement of again taking of public connection over there. So whatever private IP you have there, you can directly connect from the office one. So so without wasting time, we'll see you have we don't have any public IP over here, but we do have IP in VPC1. So initially what we did, we have connected here. So and so guys, now we'll copy the private IP of VPC2 and we will check whether it is pinging from VPC1 subnet or not. So we'll click on ping and we'll paste this IP and check. So guys, you can see it is successfully pinging without having public IP in the VPC2. So it means it worked very successfully. So that's all guys. You hope you like the video. If you like the videos, subscribe my channel and hit the like button, and I will share the links which is related, same AWS from related links in description box. So if you have any query, any doubt, you can go through those links, and yes, subscribe the channel so you will get all the notifications when I update any or any more lessons. Thank you guys. Have a great day.